Hi, this is Roy with Kick of Legend, and I'm here to tell you the fastest way to get good at striking is to learn how to hold the mitts. So this is Roy with Kick of Legend. I'm here with my longtime friend and training partner Peter at his gym here in Troy. And the fastest way to get good at striking is to learn how to hold the mitts. 4 main reasons. 1, better people will want to work out with you and you can benefit from their experience. Number 2, you're going to train your own eyes to see the hits coming in at the proper angles, not way out here like some people hold the mitts. Number 3, you're going to be able to control the intensity and tempo of your workout. So if your partner doesn't always know everything that's going on, if you're feeding the drills correctly, then when it's your turn to hit, you're going to be able to hit as well at a more advanced level. And number 4, you're going to learn the timing of the drills. So when you're learning how to counter your opponent's movement, you'll have a lot of reps viewing the proper cues from your partner's body. So number 1, holding the focus mitts for the punches. You want to be holding the mitts as close to your face as you trust your partner to be hitting. So a lot of people do this, which looks great when someone's just blasting away, but you notice that he's rotating his body way past the center line he would truly be striking at. So it's bad for him. If I hold it closer to my face, you see that looks a lot more like how he's going to hit for real. Same with the hook. I hold the hook at my center line, or even more to my right. I don't like this because it's kind of stressful on the shoulder, so this is a decent compromise. You see it's kind of almost right in front of my nose, and I lean back to make space to give him a little bit of room for error. The thing about that is, remember, when we're striking, we're looking at our clavicle area to gauge distance. So he doesn't really care where my head is on some level because he's looking right here. So if I hold the pad here, he gets a good shot with the hook, but I still protect my face. And then the uppercut, same thing. You're trying to hit the chin. Why not hold it at chin level? Doesn't need to be here, doesn't need to be here. Right? And you want to give a little bit of resistance, right? If he hits it and I just let it fly, 1, it might hit my face, but 2, it feels very uncomfortable for him. So once I'm holding close to my face, I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, and with the uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4. And full speed. You see it feels very natural, feels very comfortable for him, so that people who are more advanced than you in your striking are going to feel comfortable working out with you, even if they maybe have to tutor you along for your own hitting. Remember, when a workout partner is deciding whether to work with you or not, he doesn't really care if he has to tutor you. He just cares if he can work out hard or not. So if you can hold at a level higher than you're striking, you're going to be able to work out with people who can help you along a lot faster. Secondly, if you hold the pads closer to the true targets, your eyes are going to get the proper conditioning. You're going to see the punches coming in closer to a realistic angle. So if we come this way, or you see, my eyes are getting used to his striking. On a related note, if he's striking, I get used to his timing. So we drill it out over and over again. I'm drilling it out over and over again. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Right? I missed that one. It's going to happen. 2, 3, and right? Or 1, 2. So I'm working on my timing at the same time he's working on his striking. Something that's going to get your counter punching to that next level a lot faster. Second level of training, now that our partner is hitting at the correct location, is to test my partner. So number 1 is to maintain movement. Right? So as I'm holding for him, he's working on his distancing. This can be as simple as a very subtle back and forth to teach him how to stay in the pocket, or it can be a lot of motion if we're doing maybe more long-range kickboxing training. After we got some movement down, then I start testing his defense. 1, 2. Right? Checking to see if he's coming back. Again, 1, 2. Right? Just making sure his defense is there. Now, you notice that At first, I may be telegraphing a little bit, maybe going a little bit slower until my partner's comfortable with his defense. So if we're just starting out, 1, 2, I might really exaggerate that a little bit. And then once he's more comfortable, it's going to come with maybe a little less warning. And don't sweat it if he doesn't give the textbook response. The important thing here is to just protect himself and come back with the hitting. So we're going to switch with the Thai pads here. I just bought these a little while ago. I really like them from Fairtex. Extra thick, slightly curved pad. I'll give a link for the Amazon purchase in the description below. If you can find something better for cheaper, go ahead and buy it. I personally like these. They'll protect your forearms when working with really heavy kickers. So holding for the kick, basic Thai kick, up out of 45. You see how the tips of my mitts are touching and my elbows are in at my body. And when he kicks, I'm giving a little bit back with my elbows. And same with the other side. So first, I'll call it out. Secondly, he'll just kick any side he wants, and I should be able to read it. If he wants to double up, that's fine too. Right? So this is, again, training me. And then as we move along, it teaches me the timing for things like the cut kick. Holding for the foot jab. I'm just going to stack it like this against my body. So one facing down, one facing outwards. And again, give back with my elbows a little bit so he has something that's resisting him. For the skip knees, when you get into the clinch, you can hold very similarly. Or for maybe a more long-range knee, one pad up and the other supporting it. The nice thing about this is it gets you to your next hold quickly. So if we're going to do, let's say, right knee, right kick, I can get there very quickly so he's not waiting on me. Another note about those transitions, when he hits them, I can make space for him, or I can stay where I am and let him find the proper distance. You see how he shuffled back after that. And again, that's the next level of training. Some days, we're just working pure body mechanics, right? Let's say he does right cross, right kick. I'm holding that a little forward so he can do it in one fluid motion, right? If we were doing maybe more tactical training, so not just the physical skill, but also learning the tactics, I may hold it at a more direct distance, so he has to make the adjustment. So let's say I hold this, and the kick knocks me back, or the punch knocks me back, he's got to change the range. If he's got a short cross, he's got to shuffle back, so he's reacting to me. And again, this is an important part of learning how to hold the Thai pads. You just need to be clear, what's the point of the drill? Is it to just build pure physical fluidity, or is it more generalized tactical training? And again, after he kicks, after he hits, I may want to test him, right? So that he comes back. And then usually, I recommend, after doing defense, it's just good to come back with one shot or another to practice coming back from defending a shot. Me and Barack Obama just wanted to give a shout out to our friend Carl Keller, who really understood this lesson right from day one. By the time I even knew he was a full-time member of our gym, I knew I could get a good workout in with him. And if I wanted to advance the drill to something more creative, I just had to tell him and we were off to the races. He's now a trainer over at Pride Fitness Center in Dubai, so you see, his martial arts journey really took him somewhere very quickly, and he really accomplished a lot of that by ensuring he was a good workout partner to begin with. One more thought for female martial artists, or perhaps even anyone of just smaller stature. I know you work very hard on your fitness and technique to make sure you're taken seriously, but I really urge you to work on your pad holding because, as I said earlier, a potential workout partner has to make a calculation whether he is going to sink a workout into someone that maybe can't hold for him at his fullest potential. And even if you're smaller and perhaps your kicker hits much harder than you can bear, you have to make some compromise for your safety. You can alter the drill so that he can work on another aspect of his training. So perhaps if you're just working pure power one day and you really can't take it, you can change it to a speed workout or a more complex drill, and you have to have a vocabulary of pad holding in order to be able to do that. most of the time people are going to mind. They're going to accommodate you as long as they're still working on something at a high level. So if you can't take the power, work on speed, work on technique, work on a complicated follow-through, change the distance, test their defense. Lots of ways to make sure that they're getting in a good training session, even if you can't accommodate the exact thing that your instructor has you working on that day. So I hope this video has been helpful. I know it was a little bit long. This is Roy with Kick of Legend. Keep your chin down and elevate your striking.